All right, welcome everybody to the Monday night weekly presentation of Texit. Thank you all very much for taking the time to come out and listen to this amazing presentation, this exciting opportunity, and thank you so much for inviting a friend, a family member, or whoever it is that you care about to come in and learn about Texit. Um, I am extremely excited to welcome in and have my partner do her presentation tonight. She's got a banger of a presentation and she explains it so well. Um, Please help me welcome who's known to many as Sunshine, for great reason. Sunshine, she's always a beacon of positivity. She's always smiling, always ready to help. She is my sponsor into Texit, and she's always bringing light wherever she goes. She comes from a background in personal development and holistic health, and she's also worked in public relations, connecting people and building meaningful relationships. So, um, Sarah's an entrepreneur through and through, you guys. She spent all 35 years, I like to say 35 years of her entire life creating, leading, and inspiring. So much that she's never even kept a checkbook. She and I are very much alike in that sense. Uh, but we should really keep track of all the coins that we're bringing in daily here. So her energy, her authenticity, her integrity, her passion for helping others truly embody the spirit of the Texas movement. So let's give a warm welcome for my good friend, my Thailand Texas Ranger, Miss Sarah Warren. Take it
Oh,
away, my
Corey.
friend.
Mwah. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. What a wonderful introduction, and thank you. Wow. I am so excited to be here tonight. More every time I do this, it just appears to be more and more my heart. And I'm really excited because those of you that are new on here tonight and hearing about this the first time, I'm so grateful that you're here because, somebody cared enough about you. Somebody cared enough about you to invite you to see and learn something tonight about cryptocurrency. Now, you may not have ever heard anything about it, or you might have heard something about it. However, what I'm going to ask all of you to do, whether you've been in before, or have been in for a while, are new to it, just come in with an open mind. I was in the personal development seminar business for years. I sat in the back of the room of the same seminar every single month, probably 300 times. And every time I sat there, I learned something new. No matter how many times they did it, it's like reading a book. Oh, I didn't know they put that in there. So I'm going to ask those of you that have been on here before, heard this before, just have an open mind. And what I'm going to ask my next question is, can you imagine what it is actually like to be debt free? Can you imagine what it's like to be able to do something when you want to do it, with who you want to do it, where you want to do it, and just be totally free? Well, that's what you're going to hear tonight, an opportunity for you to actually have that possibility. And that is what Bobby Gray's whole mission is about. And that is to create financial freedom for those of us that want it. And so it's about asking, why are you here? Well, obviously, somebody cared enough about you to have you here tonight. So I want to welcome all of you and let you know, we're in a major financial revolution right now. It's happening. Every day we're hearing something new. Every day we're experiencing something new. And we're very excited about it because, this is an opportunity for you to learn and decide whether you want to diversify in your portfolio and add crypto to it. And now we have that opportunity. So, what I'm going to do a little bit is to talk to you about what cryptocurrency is first, and then we're going to talk about Texacoin and why we're so excited about it and why you were invited here tonight to hear about it. Oops, I got to share my screen, don't I? That would help if I had the slides going.
You're good. We were just getting warmed up.
Yeah, I know. Gosh, daggone it. Okay, here we go. All righty. So Texacoin is it's where it's at right now, you guys, and I'm very excited to be the one to be able to present this to you tonight. So if my little clicker will work. There we go. I would like very much to talk to you about what is cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is actually a digital money. So it is not run by banks or governments. It's decentralized, which means there's no single company or country that is behind it. It's very transparent. We can go onto the blockchain and it is every transaction is publicly available. It's borderless. I don't know how many of you have done things across the world, but we can send stuff to Bangladesh, to Thailand, to Europe, to across the United States in seconds. And that's what I love about it. It is absolutely instant payment. Limited supply. You know, some coins have unlimited supplies, Bitcoin and Texas coin. We have a fixed amount, and there's a reason for that. We'll learn about that tonight. And you can either mine or earn. Instead of printing money, we actually can mine it for proof of work. And we'll be talking about that as well. But cryptocurrencies, it's here to stay for sure. Our administration has proven that they are backing cryptocurrency. Trump recently passed an executive or signed an executive order about Bitcoin being able to be in our 401ks. And there's also a Genius Act that he passed, and that was basically for consumer protection and to actually protect us with the stable coins. What is Texacoin? Texacoin is an American-made blockchain and what is rooted in transparency, security, and community engagement. The reason I'm reading this is because this is a perfect explanation of it. We are not run by any foreign country or anything like that. We're actually run by real leadership and experts that are in the world of alternative currencies. And going back just a minute, just recently, some of you might have seen it posted on Facebook, but they also has who was it? Trump Jr. actually made an announcement. There will be no taxes or taxes on U.S. Um, based cryptos. So that is really exciting to hear. We are decentralized, we're a proof of work, and by February we will have more proof of work than you will want to know about. And that will definitely be saying that it is working. Sorry about that. So we are very, very excited about Texacoin being here in Texas, and it is decentralized, and it is absolutely something that you want to really seriously consider. This is what made my decision because I was actually being dripped on for probably 3 to 6 weeks. I don't really remember how long. I never looked at a thing that Thomas sent me. And I mean, nothing. I was not in the mood. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to share anything. I didn't want to be involved in cryptocurrency anymore. However, when I finally did look at something, I saw this video. I had no idea what it was. And this is what stuck out to me. We are based in the U.S. on the U.S. soil. So we're not run by some guy that people have heard of. However, we have no clue whether it's really real or there's no country behind it or anything like that. We are in the great state of Texas and we are mining. We are building the mine where Bobby Gray wants to have the largest mining platform in the world personally owned. And you and me, we are those personal owners. We have immediate liquidation. We are on numerous exchanges. I believe we're up to 8 different exchanges now. We have favorable regulations in cryptocurrency, which we just talked about. And once you buy your mine, you actually will be given a cold storage wallet, which we'll talk about, and you will have total control of your funds. That's the one question that a lot of people ask me, having been involved in other programs, that can I get my money out? And absolutely yes. There's no staking, there's no anything holding it for 2 years or anything like that. You have total access to your funds. And we have 100% transparency, which you will see. The momentum is building like crazy. It totally blows my mind because you'll see a slide here in a few minutes that when I tell you about the momentum, there were 14,000 members 6 weeks ago when I was in Denver giving a presentation. Today, they're close to 43,000. The momentum is just unbelievable. People are catching on. And when we started this at the beginning of the year, the coin was worth 12 cents. And actually today has been hovering over $5.30. We're pretty darn excited about that. Now, I want to share with you and make a disclaimer right now. And as Corey said, I never kept my checkbook. So you obviously know now I'm not a financial planner. I'm not an accountant and I'm not a tax consultant. So I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just sharing my excitement, my passion, and my desire to share this with the world so that people can become what we call crypto rich. Now, this is Bobby Gray. This is real leadership. He is the founder and the fearless leader of Texacoin. And he even says that when he introduces himself. I love this guy. I have met him and hung out with him several times. First time I met him was in July at the World Digital Mining Summit, and he is as real in person as he is when you see him on a Zoom. He is the creator of the American Open Currency back in 2008, and when the same year that Bitcoin came out, he actually spoke in front of the Senate and talked about alternative currencies. And at the time, he was into uh, gold and silver. And he actually tells a story that they went digital and he went physical and they won. And I always love that story because then he went to Thailand and Asia and he studied cryptocurrency for over 7 years, became an expert in it, and actually came back and decided to change his medium and he decided to start cryptocurrency. However, in the meantime, he is also very famous. As he says, he's the most famous guy you've never heard of. He is actually the one that designed the actual physical Bitcoin, which is one of the largest, most popular coin collector items in the world. And he was making coins for all kinds of different cryptocurrencies, different organizations, different nonprofit organizations, and he spent many years doing that. So, what he's doing right now is he is actually bridging the gap between physical and digital world. And he is also the one that designed the cold storage wallet, which we will talk about in just a minute. And it is something that you will get to actually have total control over your money. So he's had about 17 years of experience in the field, and there's a wonderful interview with him, how he talks about why he is qualified to do what he's doing. He is actually taking um, technology, or he is taking the principles of the honest money and putting financial technology together. And it is now our time to really benefit from that. And so we are now introducing you to the honest money movement. And I love saying that because I just want so much for people to really jump into crypto and realize that it's not a scam. It's not a bad thing to be invested in. There's a lot of stuff out there that's not working or hasn't worked. And some of us have lost a lot of money, some of us have made a lot of money. However, our past doesn't define our future. I love these sayings because this is exactly what describes Texacoin. We have an opportunity to come in here and actually have a passive income. Passive income is the ultimate form of leverage, allowing you to earn money while you sleep and to have the freedom to focus on what truly matters to you. You could buy a mine tonight. You could buy 9 mines tonight. And a year from now, wake up, never have looked at your wallet, and wow, I guarantee you, you're going to be surprised. The other aspect of this is being an active crowdfunder. Cash flow is the most important word in the world of money today, and the second most is leverage. So he has given us an opportunity to have an equal opportunity to come in and become active while we are passive. So either way you come in, it's going to be a win-win. Let's talk a little bit about mining because that's exactly what we're doing. We are buying a mine, we are building the mine. That is the foundation of this Texacoin. And Bobby wants to have, like I said, the largest personally owned mine in the world. And you and I being part of this community, we're the personal owners. So we actually have a second chance in crypto right now. They actually refer to this as the Bitcoin redo. So if you missed Bitcoin, or you were one of those people that actually bought Bitcoin and then sold it, saw it going up and down and have nothing left, now here's your second chance. And we're pretty darn excited about that. So mining is a totally different ball game as far as uh, producing. It is actually computer transactions and defining different equations on a computer. Now, I'm tumbling over my words because Bobby even says it's difficult for him to explain. So I'm not going to attempt to do that. However, this is what they look like. This is what the original mines looked like in his on his farm. Now, I love this photo because these guys here are the ones that took the risk to go down to McKinney, Texas, and actually make sure that this was a real project. Carl, Greg, our coach Bud, they all went down to Texas to make sure that they were getting into the right project and that they would feel comfortable and very confident about referring this to other people. And Bobby is up in the upper left corner, and and they actually went down to visit him, thought he'd give him 20 minutes, and he ended up giving him like 4 hours, took him on a complete tour, everything, and spent a lot of time with those guys. And it's a good thing he did because they have really helped to build this crowdfunding. This is what it's going to look like. We are doing fog hashing, and there'll be about 37 different storage units that are or I should say shipping containers that hold up to 200 mines, and they will be all over Texas. And this is what they look like. And I believe they have about three of them running right now. And within the next 6 months to a year, they will have all of them set up. And that's pretty darn exciting. So they will be spread out all through Texas. And each day we are getting, these mines are set up to actually mine for 136 years. And what I don't know about you guys, but I don't think I'm going to be here for 136 years. So the way to interpret that is it's what we call generational wealth. I'm excited about it because I have actually bought each one of my grandchildren um, mines and my kids so that in their future they're going to have this nice little nest egg that is going to be passive income from for them every single month. And this is the cold storage wallet that it will be going to. Each one of them with a mine gets a cold storage wallet when you come in. And this is absolutely in your control. You do not want to lose this. It deposits coins into your wallet every single day. And right now, we're averaging $3 to $5 a day. And as the token or as the coin goes up in price, can, excuse me, can you imagine when it hits 800, when it hits 2000? And trust me, there are articles written about that and interviews that this is, again, the Texas Bitcoin redo. So we're pretty excited about that. And so it's like what you're doing tonight. If you choose to join us, you're actually buying the goose that lays the golden eggs. And so it's in the power of our people, and we are really building a sense of freedom for people. We're early adopters. There's only 1 million mines that are to be sold. And right now, my understanding, and it could be a whole totally different percentage, but my last report was we're about 16% there. And that's pretty exciting because it gives you an opportunity to secure your nest egg now and to actually establish your legacy for your kids, your grandchildren, and for some of us, maybe our great grandchildren. However, I don't know about you, but I want to own a bunch of geese. And if they keep depositing in my coin account every day, that is what's exciting because here's what's happening. A year ago, Bobby sat down. It was actually, I believe, in November. He actually wrote this, and this is actually his handwriting. He actually did a game plan that is written up in an article in one of our resource uh, websites. And he has a game plan for it to hit $16 by February 2026. And actually, they are anticipating it being even higher. However, to keep it real, $16 is our first uh, milestone, and it's not stopping there. He actually wrote another article on the path to 80. And then he recently, while we were in Thailand, he actually did an interview for 2000. So you'll be able to read this if you'd like to understand the process and how he's going to make it happen. We're actually a little ahead of schedule right now, and that says something really exciting. Everything that Bobby has promised, he has pulled through and done. And that's more than I can say about other organizations that I have been involved with. So we're very, very confident that we are headed in the right direction. This is what your app is going to look like on the right. You will download a Texacoin app, and every day you will be able to track your deposits that are being deposited into your account. It's an easy setup. We get daily deposits, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about some referral bonuses here in a minute. But if I remember correctly, we are about 5,000% growth since day one last year, January. So I don't know about you, but I know that the stock market doesn't provide us with that. Most stock holders are lucky if they make 10 to 15, 20%. Here, with cryptocurrency, you literally can make 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times, and in some cases, 10,000 times your initial purchase. So we're on track to really do extremely well. And again, I want to remind you there's no guarantee. However, there is definitely some positive vibes going on here that we know this is working. We're very transparent. This is another thing that people love about this program is that in your back office, he shows a graph that shows absolutely everything. And you could go into the funds right now and in your back office and click on absolutely every one of those different colored segments, and it'll tell you where our money is going, where it's gone to commission, where it's gone to staff, where it's gone to purchasing equipment, where it's gone to advertising, and how many new miners are. For example, that is actually a 2 week old chart. And today I just went back and we have hit over 109 million. And that blows my mind. I mean, totally blows my mind. And number of miners, today it hit it is very close to 43,000. And that was last week at 40,000. So, we have a meeting with Bobby every Tuesday, which is like being on the board of directors. I love getting on those calls because one, you get to see Bobby's character. Two, you get to see how he handles people and their questions. However, he is so transparent and so authentic and so real and so honest. I mean, he'll tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. He'll tell you where the money's going. He'll tell you if something's working. He'll tell you if it's not. He'll tell you if he fired somebody. He'll tell you if he didn't. He'll tell you if he hired somebody. I mean, it is totally transparent. And he brings on, most of the time, he'll bring on his department heads, and they will also give a report, updated report. So that is a very critical, when you are purchasing something like this and you are putting your money and your investment into something like this, that's like being on the board of directors. And I don't ever miss this call at all. So transparency is absolutely key. One of the reasons why we're growing so fast is Bobby is creating awareness all over. Now, this slide is also way out of date because he is now spending about $3.5 million a month in advertising. Just recently, they opened up airports in Miami, Orlando, LAX. My understanding, they just opened up the Phoenix airport, which is exciting. That's where I live. And they have billboards in Arizona, Tennessee, Florida. About a month ago, he spent I believe it was $150,000. Don't quote me on that, for just like 100 to 150 different billboards up the coast of Florida. They're all over Texas, California, soon to be in Colorado. Um, we are sponsoring events. He was one of the major sponsors at Ron Paul's birthday party not too long ago, about a month and a half ago, and he actually had an opportunity to speak there. And there were a lot of politicians there. Now, I want to be very clear, and he's very clear about this. He is apolitical. He is not leaning one way or the other. He wants honest money for absolutely everybody. And that would be an amazing thing when it gets there. He's a sponsor in the Dallas Stars, in the Longhorns, Texas Christian University, and he just not too long ago, about 3 weeks ago, he spoke in Singapore. He went on from those of us that went to Thailand to help introduce the coin to the Asian market. He went on with about 20 people to Singapore. He was a platinum sponsor and introducing Texacoin to the Asian market. He spoke at this conference. It is the largest cryptocurrency in the world. And he was telling us it was about 4 or 5 stories high. He was the only cryptocurrency there talking about utility and where we are headed, taking a coin and actually putting it into a utility. The Asians loved it because they love Western culture, and because it's in Texas, that even made it more believable and more inviting for people. Now, up until now, we have just been talking about passive income. Now we're going to get into the opportunity that if you choose to be a part of the crowdfunding or what we call crowdsourcing, this can be a huge game changer for a lot of people. Crowdfunding actually was how Ethereum was built and several of the other cryptocurrencies. Crowdfunding is nothing new to the world. It is an opportunity for us to actually build a good community. And let me tell you, I was in Thailand and I met like 160 people that were there, and I didn't meet one person, not one person that I didn't like. And what I love, having come from the personal development arena, is I know what we put out is what we receive back. Bobby is so transparent, so authentic, so real, and that's the type of people that are coming into this business. The people that reflect who he is. And I love it. Of course, I get into the psychology of a lot of stuff, so I love that piece of it. But crowdfunding is really fun. It is not network marketing. I want to make that really clear. It may look and smell like network marketing. However, it is a one-time buy-in. There's no way you can buy your way into the top. There's no monthly fee, you know, and there's no requirement to participate in the crowdfunding. So I want to make that really clear. So I want to share a little bit about the rapid rewards because Bobby developed this in a way that is totally equal opportunity for all of us. You could buy a mine tonight and you could have the same opportunity that any of us that are on here that have been in here for months or even a year. So please, please, please realize that it's your efforts and your ability and sharing this with people. I know that a lot of us love to share anything with people, and here our referral program can literally make you up to $3,000 a week. And I don't know about you, but there's a lot of people right now in this world that even $1,000 a month could change their life. However, $3,000 a week, that's pretty nice. I know when I first got in, I was able to pay off my entire debt in the first month. And I had about ten to $12,000 worth of debt. And to me, lifting that black cloud was such a relief, and I fit into that category of being able to do now what I want, when I want, with whoever I want, whenever I want. And I'm excited because I can go travel and do the things that I'm really passionate about. When you choose to share this and you are, we call it maxing out at $3,000 a week, you have an opportunity to actually get paid three different ways. And one of them is with USDC, which is equivalent to the US dollar. This is strictly crypto. And or you can choose Texacoin, or you can choose hash power. Hash power is something that a lot of people that don't understand crypto is To keep it simple, it's 100 hash equals $1,000 equals one mine. So if you are getting hash power, you are acquiring more mines if you choose to be paid in hash power. How this works is you actually have a left and a right team, and it's based on points. And, 3 points on the right, 3 points on the left pays you $1,000, 3 points on the, or 6 points on the right, 6 points on the left, 2,000, and 9 points, and 9 points pays you 3,000. Now, the points are based on 1 point per mine. So that's as simple as it get. For a better explanation, meet with the person that actually invited you because it is one of the easiest, most profitable, and fair um, bonus programs that there is out there. How to get involved in Texacoin right now is, first of all, you need to get back with the person that invited you and talk about how many mines you want to purchase. Again, going back, 100 mega hash is one mine equals 995 or $1,000 for one seat. I highly recommend that you look at the sweet spots. The two sweet spots that most people are coming in at is the 5,000 and you get one free. That's a 5 pack. So you'll have 6 mines mining every day, or the 9 pack, which is a 9,000 and two free. So you would come out with 11 mines. Remember, I talked about the golden goose. How many geese do you want to actually to acquire? And with making $3 to $5 a day per miner, and that depends on the output price of the Texacoin. But again, if don't come in with anything that you're not willing to lose because, again, anything is a risk. The stock market's a risk, real estate's a risk. All of the things that we so-called invest in can be a risk. So just do what's comfortable for you and talk to the person who brought you here tonight. And also talk to some other people that have had the experience with you as well. I want to tell you why I got in it because it was like I was tired of sitting back watching other people make great money and I wasn't doing anything for myself. I can make as much money as I choose to by being involved in the crowdfunding. If I choose to let just be passive, it is still a huge win-win for me. But I know in my heart of hearts, my why was to stay out of debt. It is to help my kids and to build a legacy for my grandchildren. This is a great picture. It's one of my favorite pictures. This was taken in Thailand and we have Thai Tony in the flag, his girlfriend who is Thai took, and then myself and Corey. We had so much fun. This was the summit where Bobby actually introduced the coin to the Asian market. And it was so exciting to be a part of that. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Get back with the person that invited you. But before you do that, I want to invite someone up and I want to stop share here for a second. And let's see, there we go. I want to invite Kevin up to talk about how Texacoin has changed his life and what it has done for you, how long you've been in, Kevin, and just share a little bit about your story.
Okay, well, hey, Sarah, thank you so much for the invitation to be on tonight. I'm Kevin Sizemore. I'm in Kentucky, and um, let me go back to the very beginning of my experience with crypto. So, I was introduced to Bitcoin in 2012, and the gentleman who uh, presented that to me, I said, "What is it? What do you do with it?" And he didn't have an answer. And I said, I don't think I'm interested. And then 2018, I was introduced to Ethereum, and it was kind of the same experience. Like, what is it? What do you do with it? And nobody could really explain it to me. So I passed. I said, no, I don't think I'm interested. So here we are in 2025. And now looking back over history, it's like, daggone it, I missed Bitcoin. Daggone it, I missed Ethereum. So I decided I wasn't going to miss this one. So that's my introduction to crypto. I have dabbled in some other coins over the past couple 3 years. Been holding those tokens, hoping and praying. The term in the industry is a hodl, hold on for dear life, which I'm still doing with some of those tokens. But um, the exciting thing is, I joined Texit in August 30th. I went back into my placement in the back office, and the exact date was August the 30th. So I've only been in less than 2 months. And I shared with Sara that I had just recently purchased a truck, and I'm a general contractor remodeling. I have a small business, and I was going to buy a truck anyway, but I wasn't going to buy as nice of a truck as I wound up buying because just in the 2 months that I've been involved, and as Sara has just presented to you the how we can earn some money by sharing the opportunity with some folks. I have now accumulated 40 mines, and those 40 mines, based on the $5.30 coin price today, is generating a little over $3,000 a month, and that is real spendable money. So, Sara, did you allow me to share?
Oh, let me see, Kevin.
I see the green bar lit up.
I don't, where are you? Let me see if I
Uh,
can do that. I
let me
don't
see if it
know
let
where.
me.
Let's do it next time, and I'll
That's
have you
fine.
on another
Okay.
time.
No, no, no worries.
My
So,
tech is not my
all right.
not
Well,
my
and you asked me to keep this short, so let me wrap it up. So I was going to buy a pickup truck for my business, um, but now because of the Texit coin, rather than buying, a decent truck, I was looking at maybe the 2014, 2015, 2016. Well, I wound up buying a 2024 Chevrolet Silverado LTZ, and did a little bit of research, and I discovered that why not? So I went with the Duramax 3.0 Echo Diesel. And this is just this. I've had it a little over a week, and it is just the sweetest truck I think I have ever known in my life. But the cool thing is, I'm going to pull about a third of my mining earnings per month, and I do not have a truck payment, or I will not, 'cause I haven't even made the first payment yet, but I will not have a truck payment. I will not have an insurance payment, and I will not have to pay for the fuel I'm going to put in it. That truck is going to be 100% completely, totally free for me to own and operate. And thank you, Texas. So, Sara, there you go. And I couldn't be happier. Could not be happier.
That is awesome, Kevin. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I tell you, I'm hearing more and more stories about what people are doing. And because my why may be different than yours, your why is going to be different than somebody else's. And it doesn't matter what it is. It's like, why would you want to get involved in this? I got my new hat today. I was so excited that it came in, Make Crypto Great Again, and my new shirt. I am all decked out, and let me tell you, I'm going to a networking event tomorrow night, and I'm going to look like Texacoin. So they're going to not even question what I'm there to represent. So I am just so excited for all of you that are making changes in your life, that are increasing income, that are buying the things you want to do. We know people have bought houses and bought all kinds of things that they've been dreaming about. This Texacoin gives you an opportunity to really dream again. And for those of us, if any of you heard Mike Healy the other day, he says, I wasn't looking for another job. I want to have a life. And that's exactly what this can do. If you choose to, do either one, you're going to do the passive anyway if you buy mine. But if you choose to share it, awesome. It can change your life. So get back with the person that invited you. And thank you again for letting me be a part of your life tonight. And thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about cryptocurrency and about Texacoin. Let's go make it happen, guys, and get your seat on the rocket ship. Good night. I'm gonna, Corey,
Thank
do
you,
you want to
everybody.
unmute? Can you unmute everybody and
Yeah, absolutely. Let's
play your
unmute
song
everybody.
again? Thank you for that great song.
Oh yeah, I'll play us out with it too. Let's see. Candace, are you let's see, unmute.
Let's
Everybody can
see.
unmute themselves. Ask all to unmute. Here we go. Everybody go ahead and unmute yourselves and let Sarah know how amazing she did. Thank you, Kevin, for your
Great job.
testimony.
Thank
Great job,
you.
Sarah.
Thank
Great
you,
job,
Sarah.
Sarah.
Fun.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sarah.
guys.
Great
Thank you,
job.
Thank
Sarah.
you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Brian.
Awesome job, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Kevin, too, for
Thank
sharing your
you.
heart.
Thank you.
Great voice. Great voice.
Thank
All
you.
right, I'll play us out.
Sing it, Corey.
All right, I'm gonna sing it for you.
Oh, I don't want this. I don't want to listen. I don't want to listen.
Started out with nothing but a block and a plan. A couple dreamers and a Texas tan. The world said no, we said watch this grow. Proof of work hard's where the lightning flows. They can print all their paper lies, but we got code that never dies. Watch us in Texas blocks all night. Turning power into honest light. From the Lone Star to the world so wide. You can't fake this kind of pride. We're holding strong, the future's bright. Mining freedom, every bite. Texacoing, it's our time. One block at a time. Billboards flashing from the interstate. We're not waiting on fate, we're building the state. Got gold in the vault and fire in our eyes. 16 target and we'll touch the sky. Forget their memes, forget their scams. This is proof of work, not
Love it, Corey.
Second Texas
Woohoo!
all night. Turning power into
Man.
honest light. From the Lone Star to the world so wide. You can't fake this kind of
Little punk rock version for us.
That is
All right,
awesome.
we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a great evening, morning, afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Sarah. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Corey,
See y'all in
question.
the morning.
Corey,
Yes.